On today's First Time Buyer channel, we answer the question, how do you know if you're getting the best deal on a home? Hi, welcome back. Enrique here with First West Financial. I am a mortgage broker located in Southern California in the Coachella Valley, and you are in the First Time Buyer channel, which is a little corner on the internet where we are going to talk about answering the questions that every buyer has. If you are a first-time buyer, if you are thinking about buying a home, if you are in the market to purchase a home, you are in the right place. We're going to answer questions that every first-time buyer has in mind. We know that buying a house can be stressful, especially if you're going to finance it. So what we do is we want to walk along with you to give you confidence, to answer questions, and to be there for you so you don't make any mistakes when you purchase your home. Today's topic is related to pricing. How do I know if the price that I'm going to pay for the home is the right price? How do I know if I'm getting the best deal? Well, a lot of it is going to be determined by three factors. Number one is, what kind of market are you in? Are you in a buyer's market or a seller's market? Is it hot or is it cold? Number two, how long has the home been in the market? And number three, what kind of concessions will you be asking when you make your offer? So here's what happens. Depending on the quality of agent that you're dealing with, the agent has to do some homework for you. When you're going to go see houses and the prices are listed on those houses, the real estate agent has to look to see if those houses are priced correctly based on those factors. The real estate agent has to make a determination if this house is priced right or too high or too low. There's ways for them to do that. They do a market analysis. They do a comparable analysis. They look at other houses that have recently sold, and they look at the quality of this home and go, hey, you know what? This is a good deal because most houses here are selling for less. Or, hey, you know what? This house is overpriced and has been in the market too long. So the first way for you to find out if you're getting a good deal is you have to talk to your real estate agent. If your real estate agent cannot give you those answers, perhaps you need to find an agent that specializes in buyers, who understands how the market works. This is really important. Your ability to get a good deal on a home depends a lot on who you're working with and what agent you're working with. Now, we talked about some of the things that this agent is going to look at. Right now, if you are watching this and it's September 2020, Southern California, we are in one of the hottest markets we've had in a long time. That means that you're not going to have a lot of choice. Sometimes you're going to sit there and go, well, am I getting a good deal? Well, the answer is, I don't know. And maybe you don't get to know. The deal's the deal because there's multiple offers on these houses. So we're here in the Coachella Valley, for example, and we see houses that used to be listed for, 305, 310, 320, and they go in the market, and within a day or two, there's 5 or 7 or 10 offers, and they're all outbidding each other. Well, how good of a deal you're going to get is not going to make a big of a difference. If you want the house, you're going to have to get into the game and make your offer. But in certain markets, when there's not a lot of demand, the agent is going to be able to walk you through that. Remember, the longer the house has been in the market, the better chance you have to make a good offer that is going to be beneficial to you. The third thing that we want to look at is the concessions. If you are a first-time buyer and you don't have a lot of money, and you're using all your money for down payment, and you need help with closing costs, and you want the seller to pay for those closing costs, that is going to take away from your ability to negotiate the deal. So you may not get as good of a deal if you're asking for too much. I have seen offers where the buyer wants 45 days, they want a concession for closing costs, they want a home warranty, they want, all these other expenses, and the seller may not be willing to give them to you because you're asking for too much. So you're not going to get as good of a deal if you ask for a lot. So again, we want to encourage you to talk to your listing agent, to your buyer's agent, so he can negotiate in your behalf as good of a deal as possible. I think one of the most important things to do is to realize that your ability to get a good deal, your ability to have a successful transaction is going to depend on the quality of the real estate agent that you're working with. There are hundreds of real estate agents, and I have a lot of respect for real estate agents. I know they work really, really hard. But just like in any profession, there are some that are better than others. I don't care if you're dealing with a doctor, a mechanic, an attorney, or a mortgage broker, real estate agents, some of them are better than others. That is the reason why working with someone that has experience with buyers is so, so important. We are always working with agents that are so good at what they do, and we want to be able to recommend you to one of them. So if you're shopping around for an agent, we love to recommend you to someone that has experience dealing with this type of market and that is going to negotiate a good offer. We know that buying a home can be stressful. We know that buying a home brings a lot of uncertainty. I spoke to a buyer this morning and she said, gosh, Enrique, you guys were phenomenal. It was a very scary time for me. I have never done this before, but the way that you guys walked me through this process really helped us out. That makes us feel very good because we know it's difficult and we know that you don't need to be a mortgage broker expert to be able to purchase a home. You just have to know a real good one, and that's who we are. So having said that, we want to encourage you to start shopping around, but before you do that, make sure you get qualified. Getting qualified is very, very important because it's also going to give you a pretty good idea how aggressive of an offer you can make. And getting pre-qualified is step number one. So in order to do that, you can always reach out to us at 760-488-6482 or click on the link or comment below, and we will definitely get back to you and get you started. This has been Enrique with the First Time Buyer channel. I want to invite you to click and subscribe or tell your friends and family about us. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.